Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the crypto trading channel, where in today's video I'm going to show you where Bitcoin is going to go in the upcoming days, weeks, months, or even years, and what we can expect to see from the price in all of these times. So if you do enjoy this video, as always, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment down below if you have any questions for me. And let's get into this, starting off with a little bit of Bitcoin chart analysis, starting off with nothing on my chart. Now, a little bit later, I'm going to talk about the US 500 as well, its correlation with Bitcoin. We're going to talk about some news and take a general glimpse into the situation, but nothing is more important than Bitcoin. So this is why we start our top-down analysis from the weekly time frame. Now, what we can see right here is Bitcoin's price action ever since September of 2017. This plop right here is what you can call the first significant bull run. Well, even the one in 2011 was significant, but it would only be a speck on the chart right now because of how much more volume we simply have in the cryptocurrency world these days. Now, what happened was basically the price action was forming somewhat of a triangle ever since 2017, and when the COVID crisis started, prices actually started going up because everybody feared inflation, everybody feared that their money was not going to be worth a lot in the long term, and also a lot of stimulus checks were pumped into the economy, leaving a lot of traders around the world with significant money to invest into anything, and of course Bitcoin lies within that reach as well. So what happened was we did create a sort of resistance around the previous all-time high level, a resistance which is now turning into a significant level of support, which we can see right here. It is a psychologically significant level as well, around the 20k level. So by 20k I mean $20,000, and basically we could expect some bounces of the price around this area. Now, in case that the rate hikes and everything else going on in terms of macroeconomics keep persisting, we may see a Bitcoin coming down to the 10k level once again in the future, but we're actually not going to try to predict what the market is doing. What I'm going to teach you on this channel is to react to what the market gives us, which is the best possible way of actually analyzing anything out there. It gives you an unbiased view and it allows you to make unbiased decisions. So what is happening right now around the 20k level? Let's actually take a look at what happened before. So the price moved up as COVID was hitting its peaks. We did have a little bit of a retracement, another fake bull run moving up to the upside and creating a divergence in the RSI around this area right here. So as you can see, this was a movement towards the upside. We have a new top created, but at the same time on the relative strength index, we did see a movement towards, let me just expand this a little bit. We can see a movement towards the downside, which signifies an RSI divergence. This is just one of the many indicators that you can look for in the top or even the bottom of a bull run or a bear market, and it was there quite nicely shown to us. And some people actually predicted that this would happen and they started shorting the market at this point. Now, ever since then, we've had some bearish momentum in the market, then a nice first correction pattern happening right here. When I say nice, it's simply because I have an unbiased view on the market. I don't care if it's moving up or if it's moving down. There's money to be made either way if you're a trader, right? Which is what we are right here. For long-term investing, we can talk about that in another video, and I definitely will talk about that in some of the next few videos. But for now, the main focus is trading because we are in a bear market, and there is there's a few different ways that you're able to make money in a bear market. It's either shorting or trying to find the best possible price over time, which would account to DCA or dollar cost averaging, one of the most strong proven strategies in the crypto world so far. Now, what has happened after this significant correction pattern? So basically we did see the price move down, break out, make another movement downwards, make another smaller correction pattern, and then move down once again. Now, what are we seeing here in terms of reversal signs? Not too much, right? You could say, if you're trying to predict the market, that we are creating somewhat of a head and shoulders pattern and that it could complete right here and then continue into another bull. But we're not seeing any RSI divergence. For example, you may think that this is a divergence, but it's not, because the price is also moving towards the upside. So if anything, it's a convergence in price, not a divergence, hence not a valid reversal indicator. What can we see right now, though, is one significant level of support, which could be a reversal indicator, but we cannot say anything until we actually see a full pattern form. Now, what I see from this chart right here is another correction pattern when it comes to the bearish side and a potential for a move down into the 10K level, as I've said before. Now, one of the main strategies that you're able to use is, first of all, wait for a breakout right here, not only of this correction pattern, but also a strong close of a candle, preferably on the daily time frame below the 20K level. So the 20K level is right about here, and you need a close of one of these daily candles below this level if you want to confirm that price will be moving down, or at least that's what I would be looking for in terms of Bitcoin's price action. So if you do move on to the lower time frames as well, the 4-hour is just showing us another more detailed look into this pattern going on right here. We do have sort of a range where the price is going inside of, and that's completely normal when it comes to any reversal pattern out there or any correction pattern. And we could see another movement towards the upside to create some sort of a fake hype to get people to start buying at a higher price so that shorters can simply obliterate everything going on there. So currently, I would not advise playing the lower time frames. I'm not a financial advisor anyways, and you should do your own due diligence before investing into anything in the crypto or NFT world. But in general, it's very important to just keep track of what the market is doing. For example, on the higher time frames, we are very bearish, right? All we need is a strong candle close below this area, and we can confirm a movement down into the 10K level. However, if you move on to the hourly time frame, you can see that there is somewhat of a, well, this is quite disputable, but we could see a reversal pattern forming right here because there is a strong divergence going on between these two areas. So right here, you can see it's a lower low formed, right? But at the same time, the RSI is showing an upwards momentum, which means that we potentially could be making a reversal pattern. So if you want to trade the shorter time frames, you can make a nice level of resistance right here. If a candle closes above it, there is some potential that the price will move up either into the next significant zone of resistance or even all the way into the top of the range. So these will be my two short-term targets, but when it comes to the long-term on the daily time frame, we are looking a lot more bearish than bullish. Now, the S&P 500 is a useful tool that you could use for monitoring your trades and basically giving you another extra confirmation when it comes to Bitcoin or any other pattern out there. In general, the S&P 500, since the corona pandemic actually started, was on a huge rise because of all of this printing of money, because of all of these stimulus checks and everything else going on. It was logical that the price is going to continue moving up. And what happened after that is we just started creating lower highs and lower lows, which is being respected still. Now, we do see that we have broken out of, well, not really. It is a very, very difficult chart to actually play with. A lot of manipulation here, but we do have some sort of a zone right here that you could say we broke out of and that we could be looking a little bit more bullish, right, into this level. But in the case that rate hikes and everything keeps going on, it is more likely that the price will continue dropping down all the way into the almost pre-COVID times. I would personally say the 3.4K level or even the 3.2K level is something to be looking for when it comes to the S&P, which is why I have a tendency to believe that Bitcoin may be going into the 10K level soon. Now, obviously, we just have to react to what the market gives us, not try to predict it. Currently, we're looking nowhere, right? It's the end of the week tomorrow, end of the trading week. We could expect some lower volume. So I'm going to stick to the Bitcoin chart for this point. As I said, in the short term, we could be looking bullish, but even if we do move up into this level, it is highly likely that we do continue moving down and make another new bottom because of all of these rate hikes and macroeconomic policies affecting cryptocurrencies nowadays. It's very important to not only incorporate technicals, but fundamentals into your research and analysis because they do provide you with another level of certainty and a few more confirmations that you are able to take advantage of while trading. Now, in other news, we have Nike, Gucci, and others making over $260 million from NFT sales in 2022. This is a huge number and only shows you that the market, whether or not the market is moving up or moving down, global adoption of cryptocurrencies, NFTs, and the blockchain technology is on the rise. So regardless of where the market is going to move up or down, more people over time will find out about crypto, and they'll find out about Bitcoin first, and then about Ethereum second, and then about Ripple third, and then about all of these altcoins, and then about NFTs, and then about DeFi, and then about staking, yield farming, all of this stuff. So there is a long road for us up ahead, which is why I very much appreciate you watching my video to the end for those of you that did stay. Now lastly, looking at Bitcoin's price, it is around the 21k level at this point, still in the first position in the global cryptocurrency scale, but it is losing dominance over time, which makes complete sense as information around the world increases and people realize that there is more efficient blockchains out there. So that's about it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment down below if you did, and I will see you all in the next one.